So, all right, we're doing elimination technique right now to solve the same equation that we did earlier for substitution. We use substitution method. So 6x minus 7y equal to 3, 4x minus 6y equal to negative 2. And these two equations needs to be solved using elimination technique. Basically, we need to eliminate one of the variables, either x or y. So in this case, I wanted to eliminate x. The procedure is to make these same. Sometimes you might have problems that they're same, but most of the time not. Like in this case, it's 6, the other one is 4. They're different, right? So we want to make them same. To make them same, you need to multiply this whole thing. I saw students that they just multiplied a number into one of these variables, one of these quantities. So you need to, when I multiply this by 2, I need to multiply both sides by 2. And if I multiply the bottom one by negative 3, I need to multiply this whole thing on the left side to negative 3, and also the bottom equation, the right side, to negative 3. Why I picked 2 and negative 3 is the reason. First, let's talk about 2 and 3. You have 6 and 4. You want to find the multiples of 6 and 4 that is common. So multiples of 6 are 6 times 1, 6 times 2, 6 times 3, like 6, 12, 18, and 6 times 4, 24. And multiples of 4 are 1 times 4, 4, 2 times 4, 8, 3 times 4, 12, 4 times, it just continues. And if you do, there are infinite multiples, but you want to get the smallest one if it's possible. So smallest one is 12. So multiples of 6 and 4, smallest multiple is 12. To get 12, you need to multiply this by 2. When I say this by 2, you determine 12 by looking at this one. But when you decide it's 2, you're going to distribute this 2 into whole thing. You multiply by this, multiply by this, and also you multiply this one right side by 2, not only this 4x. And then the bottom one, I need to multiply by 3 to have a 12x. So see, some teachers say, oh, you can just multiply by 24. I mentioned it here. So if you have this 4x, you multiply this one by 4, top one by 4. If you have this 6x, multiply the bottom one by 6. Why? Because you're going to get 24x for top one, bottom one again, 24x. And if you distribute 4 times negative 7, it's going to be negative 28y equal to 4 again to here. You multiply this by 4, it's going to be 3 times 4, 12. And you multiply this by 6, 6 times 4, it's going to be 24x minus 6 times 6, 36y. And you multiply this by 6, it's going to be negative 12. See, some teachers explain it to just multiply by 6 and 4 because it's simpler. This is not the least common multiple. That's fine too, but I'm not doing this method right now. I found the smallest one, least common multiple. So which is 2 and 3, it's going to give us 12. I picked negative 3 because it's better to multiply by negative one of them to have these two opposites. You see, this is negative 12 and the other one is positive 12, the opposite of each other. Because later on, when I add the left sides together and add the right sides together, left side, on the left side, these two cancel easily. So let's go back. So let's common multiple is 12. You multiply by 2, that's going to be 2 times 6x, 12x, 2 times negative 7y, negative 14y, 2 times 3 is going to be 6. The bottom one, I multiply by negative 3 to have opposite, which is negative 12x. Negative 3 times negative 6y, keep in mind, negative times negative is positive. 3 times 6 is 18y. Equal to 2 times 3 is 6. Negative times negative is positive. So when you add the left side and then right side, you see that on left side, these two cancel each other. So you get negative 12x, positive 12x minus 12x is 0. You're left with negative 14y plus 18y, which is just 4y, equal to 6 plus 6 equal 12. After that, so simple. 4 times y equal to 12. To solve for y, operation between these two is multiplication. The opposite of multiplication is division. See, I divided here by 4, divide both sides by 4. So y would be equal to 12 divided by 4 is 3, right? And then now you substitute this into one of those equations. I picked here the bottom one. So 4x minus 6y equal to negative 2. Substitute 3 instead of y. So you're going to have 4x minus 6 times y, which was 3 here, equal to negative 12 here. And then if you do this you see 4x minus 16 minus 18 equal to -2, and then get rid of -18. Why? Because we want to solve for x. We want to have x alone by itself, like here I have alone by itself. So I'm going to get rid of -18 by adding 18 to both sides. Add 18, so this cancels. 4x equal to this, -2 plus 18 is 16. To get rid of this 4, it's again multiplication, divide by 4 both sides, x equal to 4. And remember that you need to check your work like we did before. You have x equal to 4, y equal to 3. Substitute them into both of these equations, x and y. Make sure that it verifies, means you get the same number both sides of the equation. All right, that's done.